Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. For those new here, hi, my name's Jenny and I'm a second year family medicine resident. I post videos at least once a week on the weekends, either a Saturday or Sunday, so press on that little notification bell so you don't miss an upload. This week, I thought I'd talk to you guys about what I carry in my white coat. I feel like it's changed throughout the years. Like when I was in med school, it's a lot different than now in residency. Even compared to first and second year, it's been different. So I just wanted to share that with you guys. So I have my handy dandy white coat right here. So I'll just start pulling things out. And most of the time I just wear this white coat because I don't ever have pockets, and carrying a stethoscope around my neck it hurts after a while. And also I don't have any pens and stuff like that. So I usually wear my white coat. The first thing that's super important to me is this badge. This is my ID badge, and this is how I get into everywhere. How I get into the hospital, how I get free lunch. And it's funny that we also have, I also have this little doctor name tag, because for some reason, even though I have this, most people still think I'm either a nurse, or an aide, or like the lab tech, even though it says very clearly on my name tag that I'm a doctor. I think it's because I look younger, and I don't know. But yeah, I thought that was funny. Very important, must have this all the time. Next thing I have is a pen. This is just from Staples, regular pen, but I usually need at least one or two in my pocket. This is a marker. This is specifically purple because only physicians have purple markers to write on the patient boards. So the nurses and other people will know the plan for the day and they don't erase it. I usually don't carry this around unless I'm on an inpatient rotation, but I just came off it, so that's why it's in my pocket. Next, we have this little Penlight. It's pretty awesome because it shows you like the little different pupil dilations, and you just press a button and it basically so you can look inside their mouth and do like pupil reflexes. Good for neuro exams, and I also like to use this a lot in the hospital. Also doesn't need further explanation, I guess. Next, I have my stethoscope. I actually got the stethoscope for my birthday. It is the Littmann Cardio 3. I've heard that it's really good, but I've never really tried any other ones. I guess they gave me a free stethoscope during med school. But since my birthday, since second year of my birthday, I think one of my friends gave me this stethoscope, so I've always used this one and I really like it. Might be overkill, but it helps me hear like the different heart sounds and murmurs and stuff like that. A lot of you guys ask about this little accessory as well. I got this from Stethoscope. They sent it to me. They're on Instagram. I've tagged them in a lot of my Instagram posts. They're also actually sending me a stormtrooper, which I'm really excited about. I haven't gotten it yet, but I'll also link them down below if you guys are interested in one of these guys. This is just my notes. These I only carry during inpatient, and basically every morning I come in at around 5:30 to 6 o'clock and print out a patient list, and it's basically all the patients that you are taking care of in the hospital. And as I told you guys, I'm senior resident now, and so I not only have to carry my own patients, but I have to overlook the intern's job basically and make sure they're doing a good job and help mentor them and stuff like that. So I like to print out the whole list of everyone on the floor. It ranges from like 14 to 18 people, I guess. And then I also print out another sheet where it has all the patient information, their history, the problem list, all the medications they're taking, and along with the vital signs. So I can't show you that because of HIPAA and patient privacy, but that's the stack. And then obviously I always carry my phone, and there's a couple of apps on here that I use all the time, but mainly it's for emails, and then I'll show you the app actually on my iPad because it's a lot bigger. So it brings me on to this iPad. I got this iPad mini during my first year of residency, and to be honest, I just started using this way because I started getting a lot of like notes that I wanted to keep, and I felt like it was getting lost everywhere. So I used to write everything in my bullet journal, but I was getting frustrated with that because I felt like everything was so scattered that it wasn't organized, and it couldn't write very pretty and neatly in the journal as much as I wanted to. So I stopped doing that for a while, and it had a bunch of like loose paper and notes and stuff. So I started using the iPad again because I wanted to transfer all my notes and have them easily organized in a place where I can find them. So I started taking notes on my iPad, and I put bookmarks on them. So here, this is an example. I don't know if you guys can see that, but it's like my pulmonology, basically everything she told me. It's not like I have to write everything down because there are resources that I can always look up, but I feel like there's certain tidbits that these amazing preceptors just shower you with, and I want to remember those things, and so I like to write them down. And then they give me printout all the times that I tend to lose, so I thought that putting them all on an iPad is a good way just to store everything. And this actually also fits in the Whitecoat pocket. They actually gave us this iPad because it was small enough to fit in the Whitecoat, and we're able to access all of the patient information wirelessly through an app on this iPad. But the main ones I use on the iPad is called UpToDate. That one is a subscription, and you probably aren't able to access it, so I don't know if I want to go into that exactly. But if you're a med student or a resident, I'm sure you're very familiar with UpToDate. All the physicians reference it, so I won't go further into that. The next one that I really use is called Epoocrates, and that's this one right here with the E on it. With that one, I really like it because I can, if I don't know a medication, I look it up and it tells me what the medication is used for and the dosing. I mainly look it up for the dosing because I don't remember that off the top of my head. And then another one that I use all the time is called MDCalc. Basically, it's telling me how to calculate different things like risk scores, what's your risk of having like a pulmonary embolism or risk of having necrotizing fasciitis, things like that. So as a doctor, you really have to explain yourself and give reasoning behind every medical decision that you make, you know, because every patient is different. Every person that you see might have like the same disease, but it might be a little bit different, and the way you treat them might be a little bit different based on their risk factors and their past medical history and things like that. So there have been numerous studies, and so smarter people than I have basically made up these like criterias and risk factors and things like that. And there's different calculators that you can use and type in their scores for, say, whatever it is, and it calculates the risks. And based on that information, it helps you defend why or why not you're doing something, why or why not you're giving a person anticoagulation, basically, as an example. I hope that made sense. That's a lot more medical than maybe some of you guys understand, but basically that's what I'm talking about. And what's also exciting about this is I also started bullet journaling in this. If you guys don't know, like, I love bullet journaling, and I just haven't done it recently just because I feel like one, I don't have that many things to do now that I'm in residency. I have like one thing I need to study for or read up, and so I'll just keep that in my brain, and I don't really write it down. But I think coming up, I have more future events that are coming up, like exams and vacations that I want to pre-plan for, and so I started bullet journaling also on my iPad, so digitally. I started making my own, and it's super easy, but then it took up a lot of time, so I ended up purchasing something from Boho Berry, and I just want to show you like a sneak peek. The only thing about it is that it takes kind of long to load. So this is like my October spread, you can see that, and then this is one of the weekly spreads that I did. And I think I'm gonna go back to doing it just like on, I think it's too long of a video to tell you guys in here, but if you guys want me to do a longer in-depth video about how I'm doing my bullet journal, or like a new updated version of how I'm doing digital bullet journaling, just comment down below. If a lot of you guys want to do that, then I'll film a video. A lot of the layout and stuff is still the same as my old video that I've done about bullet journaling, and I'll also link that up here and in the description box down below. So yeah, basically that's it. That's everything I have in my white coat. I feel like now that as a second year, I have a lot more medical knowledge than I did previously, so I don't have to carry around resources or books. And now with the new technology and things nowadays, like everything is on my phone or my tablet, so I don't have much in my white coat, but all the things that are in there are necessary. So yeah, I think that's everything in my white coat. If you guys work in healthcare, or if you wear a white coat, let me know down below in the comment section. What do you carry? What is that one thing that you can't live without and that you'll drive home just to get it if you forgot it? You know what I mean? Love to talk to you guys in the comment section, and I'll see you guys next week. Yeah, the camera. Can you say hi to everybody?
Hi.
Say hi. Are you a jokester?
Oh.
Okay, say bye.
Baby.